Yes, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Jon Jones coming right back at you. MMA related type of video. I want to talk about the most controversial name in MMA going right now, and it is most definitely none other than Jon Jones, the former UFC light heavyweight champion of the world. You might have noticed I said former because he is no longer the light heavyweight champion of the world. You probably know that by now. Now, this video isn't about Jon Jones hit and run, because I already done a video on that. So if you want to see that video, want to see my opinion on that situation, go ahead and check that video out. But this is basically about Jon Jones' mindset, because this is a guy who clearly needs help because he can't do it himself, man. This guy clearly needs good professional help, the best that money can buy, because he can't do it all by himself. He really can't. Jon Jones' mindset, man, like the things that he pulls outside of MMA is just ridiculous. It makes him look very, very, very bad. He clearly hasn't learned his lesson since the whole cocaine incident. The way you look outside of the UFC kind of reflects on your career. It really does affect your career. For example, he has lost his title. The biggest thing right there. He lost his Reebok deal. So he lost two big mainstay things in his career. Man, if you lose a Reebok deal, an endorsement deal, that's what that is. It's an endorsement deal. An endorsement deal is basically side money. So let's be honest here. That's what Jon Jones wants. He wants money. And when you lose, a deal like Reebok, like that, Reebok is major, man. Like Reebok has been around for over 20 years. They've been around a long, long, long time. If they don't want you representing their company, they don't want you to be one of the faces for their company. And if they just say, hey, look, we're firing you, we don't want you wearing our logo anymore, that says something right there. When you lose your title, when you're stripped of your title, that's saying something right there. So, man, what is going on with this guy? I am a big fan of Jon Jones. I'm not one of those big haters. I'm not one of those people who like, oh man, I knew this guy's fake, and that he's overrated, stuff like that. No, Jon Jones isn't overrated, and I wouldn't say that Jon Jones is fake. Man, he's just confused or something, man. The guy's confused, and this is why I keep saying that this guy really does need help. And if you're a big Jon Jones hater, like if you don't like this guy, I'm pretty sure you're one of those people that be like, oh man, this guy sucks. He sucks. I always knew he was fake. I always knew this was gonna happen. Like I always knew he was really like that. Like that's not me. That's me. I'm not feeling like that way with Jon Jones. See, this doesn't really disappoint me, even though I was excited for the fight between him and Anthony Rumble Johnson. Like I really wanted to see that fight. I wanted to see if Anthony Rumble Johnson could beat Jon Jones, because this guy is a great fighter. Jon Jones was supposed to be the future. He still might just be if he can get his current situation handled. When I first saw this guy win the title at the age of 23, a couple of years ago, I figured that he was, the future. I figured he was going to be the now and the future, because he's so young. He's destroying guys. He's coming off, almost invincible almost, because, really, Jon Jones has really been in trouble in really too many of his fights. I guess that one part with Vitor Belfort looked like he was going to get a submission, but that's really as close as really anyone had gotten. And if that's really it, like when you think about who's really gotten that close to beating Jon Jones, this guy is an amazing fighter. But although when you talk about all his accomplishments, all the things that he has done in MMA, he's almost throwing it out of the window. You don't want to throw your accomplishments out the window when you do something so stupid and all of a sudden you're in jail. It's like almost, man, you're almost throwing it out of the window. You don't want to do that. When we accomplish things in life, we don't want to throw things out of the window. We don't accomplish things just to throw them out of the window, and say, okay, well, that's nothing. No, we don't do that at all. I'm pretty sure he didn't do that just to throw them out of the window. Hell, he didn't even throw money out of the window, too. So he got to pay all these money for lawyers and things like that. Lawyers, man, that costs a ton of money. I'm pretty sure it does. But, Jon Jones' mindset is just not right for fighting. So he hasn't learned his lesson, but then his first couple of troubles that he's had with the drunken driving, the fighting with Daniel Cormier, at that press conference, and the cocaine incident, and of course now the hit and run thing. So if you add all this together, man, this makes him look bad. So he clearly hasn't learned his lesson. So the reason why he probably hadn't learned his lesson was because he was never punished. Now he's punished. He lost his title. He lost his endorsement deal. Hopefully this can wake this guy up, and hopefully he can get the help that he really, truly needs so he can get back on track, because at this point, Jon Jones has most definitely fell off. So this was on Jones. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. Those are my thoughts about Jon Jones. He does need help. I'm out. Deuces.